2, 1, go!
Hey there everybody, welcome back to the Land and Dust Stuff channel. And hey, I bet you can't guess what we're talking about today. Yeah folks, it's time we once again dive back into Funkin Corruption Reimagined, created by Diana Stella. But once again, we're gonna have to be stepping away from the main story for a small bit and diving back into the official DLC for Reimagined by Conenter. Funkin Corruption Reimagined Pumpkin Hunt, as we were rudely interrupted by a certain pumpkin's fragile ego. So, before our talk on the next week, we unfortunately have to jump back to Kin's last episode. Could have gotten this done in all in one episode, but no, we had to cut the last one short because Kin tried to beat my ass. But hey, in case you're new here and wondering what the hell is going on, don't worry about it because this is now the 8th part in this multi-part retrospective. What the hell is going on? This has been happening a lot. Things just haven't been adding up. It's like the universe is like trying to bring itself back to a normal state, but it's normal, right? The sky's supposed to be red, right? This is the 5th part as well, right? Whatever. I bet the universe will work itself out eventually. Though anyways, this is usually around the time where I would talk about the story so far and give a little recap. But with all this weird stuff that's been going on, I mean, I swear, I remember the sky's always been red. That's like a normal thing, right? Whatever. Yeah, don't worry. But yeah, around the time, recap the story, you know the drill. But because we're behind schedule and all the weird shit that's been happening, I really don't feel like doing a recap. I just want to get this done with. Maybe this will, restabilize the world. But don't worry, if you want to get caught up with the story so far, go ahead and click the icon in the top right corner of your screen right about now. And it'll take you to a playlist with every part in the series so far. So hey, without further ado, why don't we just cut the shit and dive right into Kin's final episode in Funkin Corruption Reimagined. Last Ignite.
Three, two, 1, go!
So, here we are once again. Sorry about having to catch up with Kin's 3rd day, folks. Why don't we just go ahead and get this done with? With the full week released once again on April 10th, 2023. Featuring the song Ignite by Conenter? Wait, what the hell? Wait, something's wrong. Something's different. I thought we were talking about Last Stand. How did the script and the song changed? Whatever. Figuring out the way the universe functions is a bit above my pay grade. I'm here to just talk about Reimagined. So, we start off right where we left off, in the cemetery with Kin on the verge of being overpowered by the corruption. And the spooky kids stand completely infected after Kin's last battle, which kinda got him in this situation in the first place. Though, as the fight goes on, something changes. As the song goes from this desperate to determined sound, it looks like Kin might not just give up. As Kin and the kids fight for a bit, we end up resting, and it looks like the eyes of the universe, it's finally woken up, as the screen begins to glow teal and flashes white. Kin completely uncorrupts instantly, And his eyes glow teal! Oh my god, this is fucking peak character design! Holy shit, an innovation! Though, it looks like Kin has gained an insane power boost. I mean, I remember that one time when I had DLS, man. I could do anything. I could punch a brick wall, I could fucking run around the universe. It was crazy, dude. It was awesome. But yeah, Kin starts pushing back harder than ever. With him already breaking Skid free from the corruption a small bit, he stands up and ready to finally free the spooky kids. And it's working extremely well, as the corruption begins to peel off. But Skid and Pump aren't giving up yet, just because the two are beginning to uncorrupt. Though, as the fight keeps going, if you take a look at the health bar, you can see above Kin's icon an all-seeing god has finally woken up and decided to lend a helping hand to our pumpkin friend. And, I mean, hey, it looks like this is all Kin needed to flip the scales on the spooky kids. Fucking godly intervention. Wow, who would have thought it? How cool is that? Though, as they keep going at it, the corruption can't keep up with Kin and a god. Literally the eyes of the universe is a god. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense that two children corrupted can't really keep up. There, Skid and Pump uncorrupt more and more. The winner of this fight is becoming obvious, and it's looking like a happy ending could actually happen, as Kin and the kids sing together, and keep uncorrupting. The kids even stop spooky dancing and their eyes disappear. But even then, they tried fighting back with what little energy they had left. But as the song rests, it looks like the fight is almost over, as Kin is finally able to save Skid and Pump from the corruption, after looking like it was game over for Kin. Until someone woke up Sleepyhead over there somehow. Though, this is wrong. I swear, Kin lost and we moved on to boyfriend. What the hell is going on? It's like someone's fucking with time or something. Again, way above my pay grade to figure out. Why don't we just move on, as Kin's talking to himself in the cutscene. It's been several months. Keeping this is exhausting. At this point, I doubt there's anyone alive out there. But then Skid chimes in. Mr. Pumpkin? When are we going back home? I miss my mom. And that's when we start our second episode.
3, 2, 1, go!
With the full week released once again on April 10th, 2023, feature the song Sylophar by Trinity. And this song's pretty chill. It's just, Kin trying to comfort Skid, as obviously, Skid's a little bit sad. The world's overpowered by the corruption. He hasn't seen his family in a while, so understandable. But the song is just a vibe, just chill, relaxed as it should be. For once, it's a song in a corruption mod with no corruption in sight. Wow. It's kinda nice, not gonna lie. And the song isn't like fucking 5 minutes. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Just the two guys chilling. And I just want to let you go ahead and listen to it for a little while. I like the song. I think it's nice. It's chill, relaxed. Not like my favorite song ever, but it's just nice. Yeah, whatever. I'm rambling. You can listen to it now. Though, after singing for a while, Skid seems to be doing a bit better, with him looking more determined and confident. Just happier, as well. He just looks great. Great guy, Skid. Good job. And until the end, with Skid ready to fuck some shit up, standing up, and it looks like Kin was actually able to comfort our little guy here. Though, no bump in sight, which is kind of weird. I would expect them to be together. Though, as the song ends, the eyes speaks to Kin. They're here. Kids, find a place to hide. The adults have some business to take care of.
3, 2, 1, go!
And with that, we begin our final battle, with the full week once again released on April 10th, 2023, this time featuring the song Spooky Trinity by Consequential. And we're off to the races near instantly. No fake outs here, folks, with Kin not waiting a second to begin his attack on Boyfriend, as it seems that the corruption was tired of waiting for Kin and the kids to just come out and fight them. So they took matters into their own hands, eventually making their way into the mansion. This is going to be our friend's final stand against the corruption, with Kid pushing back against Boyfriend with everything he's got, both while singing thanks to the eye's power, and later on in the battle, attacking Boyfriend with his claws. Though, of course, a couple of slashes and singing isn't going to stop the corruption, but Boyfriend giving his all in this fight. With Spooky Trinity having this motivated and determined sound as Kin is giving it his all, not just for himself, not just for the Spooky Kid, but the entire world that was destroyed by the corruption. Though, we can't talk about Boyfriend and Kin forever, as these two aren't the only ones having fun, cause... Skin and Pump didn't really take Kin's words to heart, as they're getting the chance to have some fun against Pico. But this time, Skin isn't alone. He's got his best friend back to normal and a god by his side. They're ready to give it everything they got, with Skin more motivated than ever to beat this plague and bring things back to normal together. And Pump now having the powers of the eyes, the duo is just going off on Pico, with him trying to keep up the pace, but he just can't keep up in this 3v1. It looks like now that Pump ain't infected, and they got the eyes on their side, things are starting to take a turn, with the boys popping off, with Spooky Trinity having this really hopeful and just spooky sound with the kids singing. It really just feels like they're gonna stick to the corruption for everything it's done, and just have a good old spooky time, like, while doing it. Especially now with the power of the eyes for their side, a happy ending is looking possible, as... Boyfriend uncorrupts a bit as we swap back over to Kin, and it looks like their fight is still going strong, with Kin not corrupting one bit, and it looks like he isn't going to be slowing down anytime soon, as him and Boyfriend keep going bar for a while, until... Boyfriend uncorrupts even more. As the mansion begins to light up, we can see Boyfriend with this depressed and tired look on his face, looking like he just wants things to go back to normal and all of this to end. You know, he wants things to go back to how it were before Mother even started the corruption. Though, this fight is nowhere close to being over yet, as Boyfriend and Kin keep going at it for a bit longer, as the duo sing together, eventually in a duet. Boyfriend uncorrupts even more, with my man just taking a breather and chilling for a bit, as both Kin and Boyfriend don't even sing, they just want to kind of relax for a second. But unfortunately, they can't celebrate and they can't uninfect Boyfriend anymore, as he's gotta head out when... a corrupted Daddy Dearest and cultist from the Spooky Month series appear, and it looks like things just took a turn for the worst, as the cultist was able to absorb the power of the eyes, leaving Kin defenseless against the demon, as he keeps trying to fight off Dearest, but without the eyes by his side, Kin isn't able to fight back nearly as hard. As the frantic battle begins to close out, Kin corrupts more, and we get to see how strong Dearest is when he's corrupted. He doesn't let up, and neither do my fingers. I really like Spooky Trinity, by the way, but by the time I got to Dearest, my fingers were already tired, and goddamn, this sealed the deal on arthritis for being in my future 100%. Though, it looks like even with Kin trying to fight back with everything he has, Dearest is just way too strong for Kin, and by the end of their battle, Kin was overpowered by the corruption. But hey, remember, Kin wasn't the only one fighting. There's still hope for the world, as Skin and Pump are still standing strong. It looks like even without the eyes by their side, they're still kicking the corruption's ass, with Pico's face uninfecting as well a bit, and him having this worried look on his face, as he still doesn't have complete control of his body, and is probably worried about falling to the corruption again after, Mirror's failed. Remember that? Oh my god, damn. It could have been the end right there, but no, everything had to go to shit because this is a corruption mod. Though, hey, Pico, falling to the corruption doesn't scare the kids. They don't think of that as, an actual thing that could happen. As Skin and Pump keep fighting back, harder than ever, it looks like they're making do with Pico, giving it everything they have as he uncorrupts even more, with his confident yet worried look. Still sweating, probably thinking about the 110 ways this could go extremely wrong. Though you know who are oblivious to a plague far beyond human comprehension? The Spooky Kids. As Pico uncorrupts even more, almost fully uncorrupted at this point, now with him looking a bit less worried, but still skeptical. As Skin and Pump sing a little Spookies reference, how cool. Though their time to celebrate is unfortunately going to be cut short by Dearest and Kin, as Pico's fears seem to be true, as he takes the lead, with him immediately infecting a bit, trying to fend off the two with his gun. And it's helping out against the duo, though it isn't going to be uncorrupting them. Just stalling as Skin and Pump tag in, beginning to infect as their expression shift from happy-go-lucky to terrified, though Pico decides to tag back in for the kids as they run to try and find someplace safe. But of course, things get even worse as Pico infected even more, and Dearest whacks his gun out of his hand. He begins to sweat, realizing that his uncorruption ended up meaning nothing, and his fears that it was too good to be true were fully realized. As Pico infects even more, Kin realizes, hey, he still has two spooky kids to take care of. As Kin runs off and Dearest finishes off Pico, with our sharpshooter being overpowered by the corruption once again. Though, hey, maybe there's still some hope as Skin and Pump begin their final fight against Kin. As the duo were already halfway infected, each Kin is able to make quick work of the kids. It looks like this fight is over. And in the end, even with the help of the gods, there is going to be no escape from the corruption. As Skin and Pump, both tearing up and on the verge of corruption, are soon enough going to be overpowered by the corruption once again. But hey, we aren't done yet, folks, as we still have one last loose end to tie up, with Boyfriend speaking in a cutscene. I think I made it out of that place. I need to find her. I can still make it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well. It looks like Boyfriend ran into the worst person possible. As while Boyfriend, Pico, Dearest, and that cultist guy went in to go deal with Kin and the kids, Mirrorist was just sitting out at the front of the mansion in case anyone tried to slip through the cracks. And that seems to be exactly what Boyfriend wanted to do, as we begin our real final episode. The full week once again released on April 10th, 2023, featuring the song Consequential by Connor. I've noticed a pattern here. So anyways, here we can see Boyfriend, still mostly infected, tries to take on Mirrorist one last time. Though, hey, it isn't gonna stop Boyfriend just because he's 70% infected. It doesn't mean he's done and can't pop off on the mic. Nah man, that is his style. As he does get one last chance to beat Mirrorist and save the world. After his last time didn't really go so well because of his fucking cocky attitude. He may be tired, he may be weak, but he's gonna give it his all this time. With Consequential being my favorite song from Pumpkin Hunt. I just love its funky yet foreboding feeling. Like Boyfriend's undying will to keep trying, piercing through, was Mir sounding just as scary as she did during Boyfriend's original week. Though, he isn't given up yet, and it's shown perfectly in Consequential. Though I think it shows the most as the screen begins to go white. As Boyfriend and Mirrorist uninfect more and more, this looks like it could be it. Together they could make a difference. They could save the world. But no, it was nothing but an illusion. Mirrorist never uncorrupted even the smallest bit, using the illusion to lower Boyfriend's guard and bring him right back into the corruption control. it looks like for real this time, in the end of calling on a god to help, you won't be saved from the corruption. As the song ends and Boyfriend is overpowered by the corruption for the third time, and with that, the world was completely overpowered by the corruption. Even after Kin, the Eyes, Skid and Pump, Pico, and Boyfriend's efforts, they couldn't save the world. But hey, with all that being said, and with this weird anomaly of a week finally over, why don't we just go ahead and see where the Ignite timeline ranks on the tier list? Woo! Yeah! Hooray for Kin!
3, 2, 1, go!
So, where does the Ignite week rank on the tier list? Well, damn, this week is fucking awesome! Some would say Ignite would die from TMA. What does that stand for, you may be asking? Well, too much awesomeness, of course. This week is great. I love all of the art, and it's nice to see all of Kin's new sprites. They look great and a lot better compared to Kin's first week. All of the songs are great as well. Conanter's improvement in composing music is shown, with all the songs in Ignite week, that being Ignite, Sylophar, Spooky Trinity, and my favorite, Consequential, all being really good, and just working perfectly. Like with Sylophar's chill and lo-fi vibe, Spooky Trinity with its serious and determined vibe, for Kin, of course, and then the spooky and fun theme for the kids, until everything starts to go to shit towards the end. And then of course Consequential, with a happy Boyfriend's determined and hopeless vibe shining through. Though, I do have one small issue, though it's not really its fault, it's just kind of how the song was made. Spooky Trinity hurts my hands. After a while, it's mainly Dearest section, like that 5 jack or hammer or whatever you want to call it, is really painful in the fingers, especially after I went through all of this other bullshit. Just gonna let it play for a little while. This hurts my fingers. I may be old, I may be rotting away, but damn, that hurts. Though even then, I think with that little con and all of these positives, and the positives severely outweigh the negatives. It's literally just one song that I have a problem with, charting wise. But again, it's not really the charter's fault. I can't really see how you would make it more interesting, unlike Devitalization. We'll get to that later, because that's the next... Wait, but... Dearest was already... wait, hold on, wait. Whatever, alright, yeah. So, we'll deal with that later. I'll deal with the timeline or something, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I think that Ignite deserves S tier. Standing proud as the only... Wait, what the fuck? This isn't right. Dearest Sweet Senpai? I didn't rank them yet. Did I? Hello everybody. Welcome back to the Land and Dust Stuff channel. Hey there everybody. And you know what you came here for. Land and Dust Stuff channel. Yes, we are. Oh, I get it now. It makes so much more sense. I know what's going on here. Alternate timelines. I mean, realistically, it's still confusing as hell, but I know what's going on now. Okay, so I ranked everything, and then something happened, timeline fucked up, we didn't talk about Boyfriend Week next, the script changed because someone's fucking with time. Okay, motherfucker, fine, go fuck yourself. Ignite, best week of Reimagined. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So yeah. Also wait, I guess that's it for Reimagined. Huh. Well shit, that was a really abrupt ending. I had a whole plan. I wrote it down. I remember I had this whole idea going. I had a bunch of stuff planned. Damn. Well, fuck you, whoever's fucking with time. Welcome back to the Land and Dust Stuff channel. And I bet you can't guess what we're